One of the biggest new names in the crypto space is American Bitcoin, backed by Eric Trump, Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization, and Hut 8 CEO Asher Ganoot. The business aims to make the U.S. a crypto mining superpower. Hut 8 specifically is also looking to capitalize on the intense energy use needed to power AI data centers. I have been really looking forward to this chat and invest all day long. I'm here with both Eric Trump, co-founder and chief strategy officer of American Bitcoin, and Asher Ganoot, executive chairman, to talk about the business behind Bitcoin and where this is all going. Good to see both of you, gents. Eric, coming right to you out of the gate here. You are the ultimate hard investment guy, building world-class properties, golf courses around the world. Explain to us where does the passion come for Bitcoin?
Well, listen, it's the greatest hedge against hard assets. I really believe that with every aspect of my heart and soul, right? I mean, it's immediately liquid, it's global, it's transferable. You can transfer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, instantaneously, hardly any fees. You can't do that with hotels. You can't do that with real estate. So I think it's the greatest hedge against what I do every single day, which is kind of the hard asset world. You know, I think it's also a great hedge against inflation. It's a great hedge against corruption. It's a great hedge against, poorly managed monetary systems around the world. And I think that's why you see this global influx to Bitcoin. I think it's become probably the greatest asset of our time. You see roughly 70% appreciation on average year over year over the last decade. Name an asset that's had that kind of appreciation. You just won't, find it, Brian. So,
Man, Bitcoin to the moon. Man, that this, Bitcoin is one of those things where a lot of people were skeptical of it, myself included, because when Bitcoin was, man, I remember when Bitcoin first started out, I was like in my 20s for sure. And if I would have had the knowledge that I have now and the mentor that I have now, I would have jumped in on it, all in on it. Even, before it's reached the heights that it has reached, like when it was, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, just go ahead and just dollar cost average and just go ahead and jump in on it and believe in it, because a lot of people became thousandaires and millionaires off of Bitcoin. Some people probably even became, billionaires off their potential Bitcoins with the amount of volume that they hold. And, from doing a lot of research on Bitcoin over the years, it's a specific number of Bitcoins that can be minted or mined. And it does take a lot of energy, of course, to mine Bitcoins, but they'll pay the cost of mining Bitcoins because Bitcoin miners get paid for the mining Bitcoin. And from my understanding, it takes a lot of computers to sit there and work out very complex of mathematical formulas and things like that to solve to be able to mint the Bitcoin. And everything's transparent. You get to see all the transactions on the blockchain. They have to be verified so many times in order for your Bitcoin to move around and stuff like that. And this was definitely one of those things that one of those generational things that come around to create wealth. And when something else like this comes around, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be I'm not going to sit with my sit on my hands with it when it comes to it. And just researching and just keeping my eye on cryptocurrency. I know Solana, XRP, things like that, Ethereum. Those are cryptos that I see, continuing to go up in the trajectory and be implemented. And I do see forth the day to where, Bitcoin is the currency that we're going to be using. And, Bitcoin along with the others like Ethereum, Solana, they're going to be implemented. Another thing that I see could be on the rise is like Bitcoin ATMs. ways to go and just immediately turn your Bitcoin into cash. These type of technologies and these type of machines are going to be something that people may want to definitely look into because it's not going anywhere. It's just like AI. We kind of just have to be flexible and adaptable to move forward with how things are going. It's also like the internet. It's plenty of things that we can name over these last 10 to 20 years that have taken off. So if you are an early investor or you was an early adopter into these things, you reaping the benefits of those investments right now. And it's just a lesson. It's just a life lesson learned. And Bitcoin is gonna be one of those things I always sit and think back on. Like, man, I remember when it first came out and I first got whiffed of it. When it was just fractions of a dollar, a fraction, fraction of the cost of where it is now, and it has soared. Even when they said, "Oh well, it's just gonna decline and people are gonna lose all their money," it just continued to soar, because the whole thought of it is very secure, and it's definitely one of the greatest assets that I've seen, and it's it's just one of those things that if you were there and if and even now if you can find a way to you know kind of put some money into it, hold the Bitcoin. It's not something that you want to just get and just trade away. No, these are assets that you put your money into and you hold, and you allow your money to make money. That's exactly what you do with these type of assets. It's the same way with stocks and certain stocks. It's like you really only pull your money out if you want to enjoy your gains and stuff like that. But you kind of want to hold your positions because that's how you start reaping the rewards is by holding positions in these assets. So I'm gonna let Eric continue here for a while, and then see if there's anything else I can put a little commentary to.
And frankly, a lot of this for me personally, because we have a little bit of a political hat in my family, as you know better than anybody, comes out of getting canceled by banks over and over and over for doing absolutely nothing wrong. And I think cryptocurrency is going to be the future of finance, and I think blockchain solves a lot of kind of the weaponization of the banking industry that's affected so many, not only in this country but around the world. And so I'm deeply passionate about it. American Bitcoin is going to do it better than anyone. I mean, we started the company just under 8 months ago. We're the 25th largest Bitcoin accumulator in the country right now, public at least, and we're climbing that ladder very, very quickly. So unbelievable things to come, and I'm incredibly proud of Asher and everything that we've created on this end.
Strong start for American Bitcoin, Eric. What's next for this company over the next 12 months? What is your product roadmap? And then even along the same lines, how in the world do you mine Bitcoin so cheaply?
We mine Bitcoin so cheaply because we've got cheap energy. And by the way, isn't it nice to be able to do that in the United States of America where we actually have favorable energy policy? We haven't had that for a very long time. You see it with oil and gas and everything else coming down to record lows right now. It's a beautiful thing to see. America has to lead the way. Energy cost is everything. Energy cost is directly correlated with GDP. The lower the energy you have, the higher your GDP, and that's what we want for this country. So we're doing it in West Texas using some of the lowest energy costs. Brian, we're mining Bitcoin for roughly 50 cents on the dollar to the average, to the spot price of BTC. Every single day, 24 hours a day, we're mining Bitcoin and we're adding it. And we believe this asset's going to be transformational. Listen, a little while ago, I looked at the exact price of Bitcoin 2 years ago from today. You know what it was? It was 36,500, and now it's sitting at 105, 104.
Name another asset that has made that type of jump. You can't. Generational asset right here. And just to think, when it started out, it was way lower than that, and just how everyone has found a way to, well, everyone who adopted and invested their money into it, they should be sitting pretty wealthy right now. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. Of course, this was a long interview with a lot of information in it, so this may be something that I come back and um and dissect a little bit more. But I just kind of wanted to just put this part one of this video out, and just to say, don't be scared to adopt or invest into something that could potentially change your life and the lives of everyone that's around you. Um, cause Bitcoin was one of those things, and I don't think it's going anywhere, and I do think it's going to be adopted by so many others. And there's ETFs out there now that you can invest in that don't cost as much as actual buying a Bitcoin, but you kind of want to find your way into the whole realm of cryptocurrency and blockchain and uh, you know uh, just D-apps and Web3 and developing on these on the blockchain and stuff like that. And I know retailers and stuff, you're gonna start seeing where they're implementing. I'm sure they're working on it right now, where they're figuring out ways to implement cryptocurrency in so that customers or consumers can come in and use their cryptocurrency to pay for the products that they want instead of actually using the dollar. So you know here we are, and I see it just continuing to rise. I don't see it ever just falling to zero or falling to where people will lose their money. So salute to the creator of Bitcoin, which he you know there's a lot of the mystique and mysteriousness around the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi, if I'm not mistaken, from memory. But that's another conversation that we can get into. But I just wanted to just bring awareness to this and bring awareness to what what Eric Trump and what their plan is as far as energy, as far as Bitcoin. He spoke on all these things as far as them being in West Texas, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of investment in West Texas that you can look into, and what an asset. So cryptocurrency, definitely. If you're not versed on it, do your research. It's easy to sit there and do a few searches and watch a couple YouTube videos and try to get an understanding of what it is and how it works and how it's mined, and definitely get yourself knowledgeable and get on the wave. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, this is Justin Paul. Peace.